Hello everybody and welcome to PlayStation Access. My name is Ash and today I'm joined by Rosie.
Hello everybody!
Because we are here together to talk about Ghostwire Tokyo, which is the new spooky action horror title coming to PlayStation 5, which neither of us can wait to see and play. I know you're very excited for it, Rosie.
I am unbelievably hyped for this. It looks so cool and awesome and I can't wait for you to tell me more about it, Ash.
Hell yeah, I have 5 things you need to know before playing Ghostwire Tokyo, and I'm going to jump in with number 1, which is just a little mini taster point, which is that it comes from Shinji Makami, who is the kind of creative mind and force behind other action horror titles like The Evil Within, The Evil Within 2, both with Tango Gameworks, who is the development team behind Ghostwire Tokyo, as well as him being heavily involved in the Resident Evil series back in the day, and Resident Evil 4 especially, which I think is just so many action horror titles to kind of lump together and go, oh my god, this is going to be good. It's coming from Shinji Makami. What more could you want?
I was going to say, you called this a mini entry and I'm like, this man's a legend. This is a living legend in the industry. This is a huge deal. Like, one of the main reasons why I'm so hyped to experience this game and the story and everything. I can't wait to see what's come from his brilliant brain.
Oh, well, let me tell you, because I'm going to jump into point number 2, a mini entry for a massive man, but now number 2 is basically the mysterious narrative, which sounds very broad as a point, but I kind of want to give an overview of what you'll be facing in the game and where you start off. So, the kind of setup for the title is that everyone in Tokyo has disappeared and a strange fog has rolled in that has kind of turned people into spirits and taken them away. I say everyone, it's almost everyone, because Akito, your protagonist, is left behind, basically. Everyone's gone, they're all turned into spirits or taken away, and Akito's there like, oh my gosh, what has happened? I'm left in the middle of Shibuya Crossing, where has everyone gone? This fog is here, let's see what's happening. And basically he emerges and he's got this like blackened face with all these wisps coming out of it, which he's very freaked out about if you've seen him previous
I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all.
And that turns out to be he is kind of possessed and merged with a spirit, a particular spirit called KK, who is a ghost hunter. Now he has died and kind of formed with Akito, and the two are now one and are working together to solve what has happened to Tokyo, because as well as everyone disappearing and kind of these spiritual changes happening, the underworld has kind of broken forth and released visitors who are these strange faceless beings with umbrellas that are very hostile and not happy to be there. Welcome visitors, they're not very happy to be here. As well as loads of different yokai and other evil, kind of aggressive spirits from Japanese folklore have all burst forth and are taking over the lands of Tokyo. The city of Tokyo, which is extremely cool. It looks so cool. There's some like really specific references and call outs to like local legends and kind of these all-encompassing real life stories that are within this game, and it just looks so cool. It just looks so cool. I'm really excited to see what they do with it and how they interpret them.
I was going to say, I think I've been seeing like some Japanese folklore spirits popping up into this game, so I'm really excited to see how they're going to be, you know, brought into the game and how they're going to... I mean, I'm presuming you're going to fight them, you know, you've got a ghost hunter on half of your face, so so I think it's a safe presumption, but I'm excited to see how you fight them and how they battle and everything as well.
Well, point number 3, let me talk to you about the dynamic combat. So these beasts and this story is kind of propelled by Hanya, who is an occultist, who has this gorgeous mask, who is kind of like the main villain of the story, and that's how you're trying to unravel it and go through. You figure out what he's doing, figure out what's going on with the fog, and to do that, you need to fight your way through. Now, the main component of combat is ethereal weaving, which is kind of the use of spiritual energy combined with elemental powers to make powerful attacks that take down ghosts and spirits. And you'll see in the footage here that you kind of throw out strings that kind of tie to cores that you can pull apart. You're doing loads of these hand movements. I'm literally doing it as I'm talking into the microphone. All my hands are going around. I'm like, whoa. But it looks really sick. Like, it looks really cool. As well as having stuff like stealth and arrows you can use. So there's like tons of different ways you can approach combat in this game that kind of lead from this ethereal weaving point where you collect ether and then use it to fight back against these beasties. And there's like, it's just endlessly customizable and suits whatever type of gamer you are. Again, you can take the stealthy approach, you can take the ranged approach, you can do close combat, you can use elemental powers. There is loads that we've seen in just the tiniest slice of video game that we've got from Ghostwire Tokyo. So it's more that I can't wait to see, because I know it's going to play out incredibly well from what we've seen so far. So number 4, just to kind of flesh out the combat and the narrative, is the extra details that are thrown into this game. So all the other things you can expect from your gameplay in Ghostwire Tokyo. Now, there are shrines all over Tokyo with torii gates in front of them, which you have to cleanse and get items from. As well as other places that you can pray to get items and, you know, just basically improve your gameplay through prayer as well, which I think is really interesting and nice touch to have, like these cultural touchstones within the game as well. The most important thing, though, which I wanted to talk about in this section, is you can meet I'm excited. I hope you can hear how excited I am. You can meet animals within the game, Rosie. You can meet animals. And you don't just meet them, right? Okay, so you can see in the footage there are cats, dogs, and tanuki, which are like lucky raccoon dogs. But you can go up to them, right, and you can pet them, which is great. And also, you can understand their thoughts with your spiritual power. So you get to talk to them as well. In the middle of this nasty action horror environment, there's these lovely little animals that you can go up to and be like, hey, how's it going? And I just love it. Just love it. And also, speaking of cats, this is my favourite bit of the entire game. Forget all the horror stuff that I'm here for. My favourite bit of the entire game that has been shown to us is there are shopkeepers, which are yokai, like spiritual shopkeepers, and they take the form of cats with multiple tails that talk to you in like little puns, like the one that we saw at a preview event basically was like, hello, Hugh Meown, and it just popped me silly. I couldn't stop laughing.
We do love a good pun here on Access.
Yes, it was like, nice to meet Mew, and I was like, this is perfect. This is all I ever wanted from a game. It's amazing.
My ideal game. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it looks so fun. It has a heart of fun in it, as well as all of the spooky action stuff. It's got these massive, great set pieces that you're going to go into and see scary things and see big, massive monsters. There's these shadowy beasts that kind of loom across the city, like titans, in the footage that you're going to see. And, you know, what's going to happen there? I don't know, but at least the cat shopkeeper's there to stock me up and look after me. There's loads of other side quests as well, so you're basically rescuing spirits, helping them move on. You're collecting them all. You can take them to phone booths where you kind of put them in and you can trade them for like items and money, where you basically free them and get like compensated for it. So there are loads of like little details that just make the game even more than like it needs to be, you know what I mean? There's just lots of fun little bits that all tie in, that all have this kind of spiritual connection to different things and rooting in Japanese folklore and cultural traditions, and I'm just so excited to see it and to dive in there. So to round off, Rosie, to give you the last taste of excitement for this video, I'm
excited. This is a big dramatic build-up.
Well, I'm going to tell you that it comes out quite soon, so we can actually play it quite soon.
Oh my gosh!
Hooray! So yes, March 25th, 2022 for PlayStation 5, so you know it's going to take advantage of all those lovely generational goodies as well. It just, we cannot wait. It looks incredible. I hope you've really enjoyed seeing the footage linked to this video and hearing us talk about all the goodies you've got to look forward to as well. But now we're going to have to wrap up this video, so thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again soon here at PlayStation Access. Don't forget to subscribe for more PlayStation goodness. I have been Ash. This has been Rosie.
Bye everyone, and Ash, thank you so much for inviting me down to talk about this game. You've hyped me up even more, and I'm incredibly excited.
Oh, you're very welcome, Rosie. And now it is goodbye from me as well. Goodbye.